Hey guys, this is Alfred back with another video, and in today's video we're going to talk about the new 4.0 artifact sets which have already come out in Genshin Impact, and we're going to talk about whether these artifact sets are worth your resin or not. With all that said, let's begin with this video. Now the first artifact set I want to talk about is the Marechaussee Hunter or Marechaussee. I'm not too sure how to pronounce it, so I apologize. But anyway, what this artifact set does is it basically increases your normal and charge attack damage by 15%, and for the 4-piece it increases your crit rate based on how much you can change your HP within 5 seconds, stacking up to 3 times. Now the change in HP doesn't have to just be a decrease. In fact, if you heal, you also increase your crit rate. Now the first character that comes to mind when talking about this set is Xiao. Xiao can easily decrease his HP really quickly, and on top of that, he's able to maintain the 3 stacks very easily. But the real question is, will you be farming this set just for Xiao? Because right now he has another artifact set called the Vermilion Hereafter, which is actually his current best in set other than just 2-piece. So that set is really good, especially if you have the perfect substats. Now whether this set or that set is better really depends on your artifact substats and whether or not you actually need crit, because Xiao in general has a lot of crit already with his best in slot weapon and his ascension stats, giving him tons of crit. So if you really still need that crit, then maybe you can consider this set. If you already have a full build Xiao, you don't really need to touch his build at all. That said, if you're really lacking crit in your build, you can definitely use the Marechaussee Hunter, as it gives you a lot of free crit, making your artifact building process so much easier. Now another character that you may think can be able to use this set is Hu Tao. Now Hu Tao can easily decrease and increase her HP in a split second by just using her skill and her ult, but the problem is, where can you get that 3rd stack? In fact, it's not that easy unless you're purposely getting hit with Hu Tao. So in general, I wouldn't really recommend this artifact set on Hu Tao because it's not that easy to maintain the 3 stacks unlike Xiao. But that said, if your Hu Tao doesn't have her good 4-piece best in slot, which is the Crimson Witch of Flames, which I really doubt because it's been out in the game for so long, then maybe you can consider farming this artifact set for her if you're farming the other artifact set, which we'll be talking about later on. The next artifact set, however, is a much different contrast. It's the Golden Troupe. Now the Golden Troupe increases your elemental skill damage, and the 4-piece actually increases your elemental skill damage further when your character is off field. So immediately when you think of this artifact set, you'll be thinking of Fischl. Fischl is such a good user for this artifact set because most of her damage comes from Oz, which means that she's basically not on the field most of the time. So instantly you'll be thinking Fischl is the best user for this. It is so much better than her 4-piece Thunder Suitor having 100% uptime, so this can give you a clear idea of how strong this artifact set is on Fischl. But other than Fischl, who else can use this artifact set? And the other character is Fischl's alternative, which is Yaimiko. Yaimiko has 3 turrets, so you'll be increasing the damage by each turret by 20% each, so that is also a significant amount of damage. Now the question is, will you be running this or Gilded Dreams? Especially when you're playing a Hyper Bloom Yaimiko is really subjective. Honestly, it's pretty close. So if you're going a Hyper Bloom Yaimiko, maybe the Gilded Dreams is better if you have better substats on the artifacts. Other than just Gilded Dreams in that situation or 4-piece Thundering Fury, I feel like 4-piece Golden Troupe is much stronger for her for other situations other than just Hyper Bloom teams. Therefore, if you have spare artifacts, you can maybe change your Yaimiko build, but if you're contented with the current artifacts, there is no need to change the build at all. Another character that may be able to use this is Albedo, because most of Albedo's damage come from his E skill, which lasts on the field for very long. Albedo currently has a 4-piece husk, which is his best in slot at the moment, but if you don't have good substats on the 4-piece husk, you can definitely go 4-piece Golden Troupe. It is actually very strong for Albedo. Other notable characters that might be able to use this but not really recommended is number 1, Nahida. Nahida can easily use this because all she has to do is press E, and then now she's off field. Most of her damage will be her off field elemental skill damage as well, but her 4-piece Deepwood Memories is still so much better. So unless you don't have that, then maybe you can consider the 4-piece Golden Troupe. But if you want to build Nahida, I 100% recommend farming 4-piece Deepwood instead. Another character I want to talk about is Mona. Mona, when you press her taunt ability, which is her skill, also does elemental skill damage, which is not too bad. However, most of her damage, in fact 80% of her damage, come from her ult, so therefore the 4-piece Emblem of Severed Fate is still better than the Golden Troupe, but it's just something you can consider if you don't want to farm the emblem domain domain anymore. Other characters like Dea could also work because Dea, most of her damage come from her skill in a Virgin team. Other notable mentions you can use this on: Ember for her Baron Bunny, but most of her damage doesn't come from Baron Bunny. Xiangling for her Goba, but most of her damage come from her ult. Yao Yao for her Bunny as well, but you want to be building her HP. And finally, the other character I can think about is Kuki Shinobu, but most of Kuki Shinobu's damage comes from her Hyper Bloom anyways and her healing, so you wouldn't really run this set on them. So overall, if you're farming this set, the only 3 characters I can really think of is Fischl, Yaimiko, and Albedo, but the other characters I mentioned can use this set as well if you want to meme around. So overall, is this set a must farm? If you're building Fischl and you want to improve your Fischl build, this domain is actually not too bad for you. However, if you're not trying to build any of these characters, I wouldn't farm this domain at all. In fact, I'll be farming the other domains or just be saving up my materials for the upcoming characters which are coming out. With that said, maybe the new Fontaine characters will be able to use these artifact sets very well, but for the time being, if you want to use these new artifact sets on your current characters, I wouldn't really recommend it. And with that, thank you guys so much for watching this video. If you like videos like this, please do give a like. It shows me I should do more. Comment down below whether you'll be farming this artifact set personally, and finally do subscribe. We'll be doing more videos like this in the future. And with that, I will see you guys next time. Peace.